There's lots of things that go into the decision to call out someone's name.
But you've got to do all the work to know all the players to the best of your ability, so when you call them out, you've got confidence.
There's a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifices that goes on behind the scenes, and these young men, make a lot of commitments and sacrifice to get to that.
It's a big week. It's actually the culmination of a year's work. What motivates and drives me is that I want our team to do really well, and I enjoy working with the people that I work with. They've all got the same motivation as me. Hi, I'm Stephen Wells. I'm the recruiting manager at Geelong Football Club. The list really gets defined and we make up our mind about who we're going to draft on the night, really. For me, it works that way. I work backwards from the deadline of the draft, taking into account all available information, whether that be from coaches and managers, schools, watching the players perform, certainly taking into account strong opinions of our recruiting team to finally come up with a decision that hopefully is in our best interest.
G'day, I'm Tom Lonergan, Assistant Recruiting Manager. Feels great to be back. Really excited. Obviously, a club I spent a lot of time at playing, but now entering into a different role in the recruiting team. So I'll support Stephen Wells, Simon Murphy and Ross Still. Given that I've just started a couple of weeks ago, my role this year will be a bit more of a fly on the wall. Obviously, I've watched a lot of the vision of players who we think will be in and around our picks and given my opinion on a couple of those players. But Ross and Wellesley, of course, Simon have seen these players live play for a couple of years now. So they're the ones that are obviously experts on these players and understand them really well.
In any one situation, it might be 8 to 12 to possibly more, 14, 15 times we've watched them play, whether it be live or on vision. Might be interstate, so there could be the time that's devoted there. The home visits are really important because it gives us a really good sense of not only the player and what drives them on the field, but it gives us a really good indication of their off-field goings on and certainly what makes them up in an off-field perspective. All culminates in the information that we gather to make a sound decision going forward.
For our department, in the player development and wellbeing team, we've obviously got Shannon Burns, who will play a really vital role in inducting our draftees. Shannon, myself and our psychologists play a real part in regards to getting to an understanding of who the people are that we'll bring in, where they're from, their family makeups, what school they've been to, and then really try to ascertain how we can best induct them into our club and make them fit into Geelong straight away.
The main thing we're trying to achieve with the draft is to bring in players that complement the group that we've already got. Fortunately, we think our list is well balanced, not only age-wise, but experience-wise and also positionally. So we're confident that we can go to the draft and see who's left and available at our picks and pick players that we think are going to complement the whole group.
Wellesley drafted me to this club 23 years ago. Him and Bomber Thompson come to my house a week before the draft. Had a similar interview to the ones that I've been involved in the last couple of weeks with some of the players who we might be thinking about bringing in. And so yeah, it'd be awesome to be able to spend a bit of time with Wellesley and work underneath him and learn how he goes about things.
We'll be in the draft room, so we don't sit in the draft box, and we wait there and we almost have a bit of a checklist ourselves that Stephen Wells and the recruiting team have provided us, and we start ticking off names and we have a little bit of an eye on where the interstate players are from and where the local players are from, and there is no one way or one size fits all. It's really around supporting the unique individual, and I think anyone who gets their name called out over these next few days has a unique and exciting opportunity to really to craft out an AFL career, which is really exciting and a privileged position, I must say, to be able to support young people and their family members and other guardians on that journey.
We want to bring great people into a great club, and yes, their footy is important because that's what the finished product is, that's what we're going to see on field, but their off-field identity is super important. What they're doing away from the footy club, it's what they're doing while they're here and how their behaviour is and how they fit in and connect with the group, not only the playing group, but also the coaches and staff.
We're really comfortable with our pick and where it sits currently. We think we'll get a really good player for Geelong.
Good evening everyone and welcome to the 2025 Telstra AFL Draft. It is one of the great nights on the footy calendar. The players are nervous and some of the parents are even a bit more jumpy. To all the young men here at Marvel Stadium, and for those watching at home with your families, this is what you've worked for. With pick 24, Geelong select Harley Barker from Sturt and the Mount Barker Football Club.
Yeah, they're going to get drafted. It's not going to be.
Harley. Hello. How are you, mate? Shannon Burns here from the Geelong Footy Club. How you doing?
Yeah, bloody over the moon.
Yeah, I can imagine you would be, mate. Just wanted to touch base just to give you a little bit of insight into what's ahead for you, I suppose. So I'm planning on coming over to visit on Friday. I'll give you a lot of information on that day as to what it all looks like for you. I guess know that I'm coming on Friday, and then the plan will be for you to fly back over on Sunday and start at the club on Monday. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting few days for you, I'd imagine, and a lot of people you'd want to see in that time. But yeah, tonight's just about celebrating, you know, you've got your opportunity, mate, which is awesome.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. Thank you so much.
Make sure I got his number right. Yeah. It's very easy for me to sit back and just wait to see where I'm going to visit our newest recruit, which is awesome. It's nice to see, to get that initial sort of video and a feel for all the support that the players got. So I know going over there that, going into a supportive and happy household, and like this time of year is great for no matter where they come from. Still got a pick tomorrow, so we'll wait and see where that one comes from, and we might have one or two on Friday as well. So it's sort of drawn out over 3 days, but it's nice to know at least where one of them's coming from already.
Well, we're going to get stuck into round 2 of the 2025 AFL Draft. Let's head to Marvel Stadium and join the AFL's Greg Swan.
Welcome to night 2 of the 2025 Telstra AFL Draft. With pick 33, Geelong Cats have selected Hunter Hone.
We do get to, I guess, play a small part in making a young person's dream come alive on Wednesday night or Thursday. For these young people, and then our role will be how do we help induct them so that transition can be as smooth as possible.
Hello,
how are you? How are you?
Am I not meant to be?
No, you're right.
How are you doing this?
We try to really allow the player to celebrate the night and the announcement with their family and friends, because it is, we understand it's a huge moment in their life, and depending on where they're from, their life has been picked up, all for the better, but we do understand the relocations is big, not only for the player, but their friends and their family who have to wave and say goodbye to them as well.
Players nowadays waiting for the draft, it seems like a long wait for them, no doubt. The amount of media attention the draft gets these days is extraordinary, and not only media but social media as well, and it's a long wait, no doubt, for the players.
Yeah, so I started coaching Jesse when I was a school teacher back at St Joseph's when he was in year 10. I coached him for 3 years, and then also at the Falcons 16s and under 18s program, and then since joining the Cats at the start of this year, I was able to work with him in the Next Generation Academy. His athleticism that he's worked on, and obviously his mental side of the game as well, he's really deserved the chance just through an absolute determination to improve and get better throughout the year, and he deserves the chance to get a rookie spot at the Cats. Like all the coaches and the staff, we play a very small role. Like Jesse and all the players that have been drafted have worked really hard, shown a lot of determination, and ultimately get the reward of that hard work. So you play a very small role, which we're really proud of, but ultimately you're just so happy for the player and the family to get the reward from all of their perseverance. How are you, mate?
Thanks.
Good job. Congrats.
Thanks.
How you feeling?
Pumped.
Yeah?
I can't wait.
How are you, mate? Good stuff.
Thanks.
You deserve it. Well done, you're now a Cats man.
Present.
Player 1389 1000068, Nicholas Driscoll, Northern Knights, Eltham Football Club.
What are you up to?
We just called your name out, mate. We're serious. Got the recruiting team here with me, mate.
G'day,
Stephen
Nick.
Wells on the phone.
Nick, Stephen Wells here. We were hoping we gave you a bit of a surprise. We wanted to keep it to ourselves a bit, and really glad that you're going to be joining us. We needed another player just like you.
God, seriously, I'm so overwhelmed a bit. I was just watching the stream, but some things gone through. I can't believe it. God.
We know you're going to value it and appreciate it. So you'll hear from Mark Worthington very, very soon. Mark's our player development manager, and he'll come up and spend a little bit of time with the family and you and talk through what happens from here, mate.
Perfect. Oh, thank you.
Great work, mate. We're happy to have you on board. So, boys will start reaching out pretty soon.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Good work, mate. Bye. Yeah, we say in the recruiting kind of world is the best time of the year. You get to make dreams come true of these guys that have worked super hard to realise their dreams as young men. Most of them, the majority of guys drafted at 18 years of age, and they're so far in their young lives, it's culminating to this point. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on the guys to ring them up like we got to with Nick before, or see the reactions on the screen of players and their families. That's great for us. And yeah, we get to know the families and the guys throughout the year, visiting their houses, get to know the parents, see the managers around, and there's a lot of work goes into it. So it's it's a great reward for these guys, especially who deserve an opportunity on an AFL list. A lot of the work you do in recruiting is not going to be for the player that you ultimately select. It's home interviews, it's medicals, it's psych profiles, it's all these things that culminate to us making and Stephen making the final selection for the footy club. But you've got to do all the work to know all the players to the best of your ability, so when you call them out, you've got confidence, you've got a good player for the footy club. Yeah, sometimes you question it on your Sunday arvo in the rain out at a ground that you don't know where it is, but ultimately we all love it, and it's a great job and it's really good fun.